state, and Trump only lost it by 17 points. Insane. Absolutely insane.
Y'all need to take those bullcrap hats off. You need to take them hats off. You need to eat a little crow, humble yourself, and start educating yourself and learning. You have to learn your enemy before you can defeat them. And I'm not even talking about either side.
Hey, I'm ready now.
Wake up, somebody's setting you back.
Here. What do you want now, damn it? What? Really?
Hit me with the super bass.
Okay, I'll hit you with the super bass. You got it?
Bass guitar.
I just send you a lead guitar. That's better.
The 7:30. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? I got to do this to make it even. I think this more on the Democratic side. Shout out to my main man, Doc Rich. The liberal media meltdown has been epic.
In my humble view.
Let's check
Lights
it out. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell.
The next president of the United States.
Oh my God. Oh my gracious, man.
I think it's going to be a blowout, actually. I don't think it's going to be a close race.
What?
I think there are going to be those Republicans that just vote for Harris.
It'll be tied on Election Day, as always it will. The polls will be tied, and then he'll lose.
You call us trash.
Wow. Well, they everybody got a right to their opinion, and everybody got a right to say what they think is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I think that
J.D. Vance, you just stepped up in a way that I've never seen in my political life, and I worked for Sarah Palin.
Then I would say take Harris over 270 electoral votes. Let these fools in these crypto markets do something. Let them drive the betting line into a favorable place and then take advantage of it. That's what I would do. I think she's going to win.
This month, you wrote Trump is toast. Do you stand behind that today?
Oh, even more so. I feel the same way that I felt a few weeks ago that Trump is toast.
And to me, what the part that tripped me out is, I'm thinking all these people that's talking know politics way more than I do. Way more than I do. I'm the only one admitting I don't know sugar about this stuff. I don't even know. Anyway, I don't know nothing about it, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So I decided to learn about it.
Trump's toast, all right. Okay. I think it's the complete opposite, because not only did he win, but he swept every single swing state. And then even beyond that, he won the popular vote.
He won the popular vote. What does that mean? Wait a minute. You vote and then you vote again as a popular thing? I don't know. What does that mean? Everybody vote, so he won the popular vote, as if to say the majority of people that won, that voted for Trump and not her.
And even
I keep saying her because I can't remember how to pronounce her name.
If you want to go beyond that, I want to pull up something really quickly, because I found this really, really interesting. What Trump did was absolutely, positively amazing. What he was able to pull off. Trump gained in every single state except for 2. Okay, there's only 2 states that Trump did not make gains in, and those states were Utah, which, I mean, you can see the tiny little arrow there with no tail. Utah marginally went Democrat, and so did Washington, which not a shocker there. But every single state, and the bigger the arrow, the further right it went. New York, which Trump lost by 11, which he lost by over 20 in 2020. California, okay, which he lost by, I want to say maybe 17, I think it was. Which obviously California is a heavy Democrat state, and he only lost it by 17. That's probably Democrats' strongest state, and Trump only lost it by 17 points. Insane, absolutely insane.
Y'all need to take those bullcrap hats off. You need to take them hats off. You need to eat a little crow, humble yourself, and start educating yourself and learning. You have to learn your enemy before you can defeat them. And I'm not even talking about either side. What I'm saying is, in order to conquer something, you have to study it. Don't just, because you believe something in your mind, you think it's the right answer. That's what the problem is.
Where else? Florida moved heavily right. Texas moved heavily right. Tennessee moved pretty much right. I won't say heavy right, but it definitely moved right. So did Mississippi, South Carolina, it looks like. Nevada moved heavy right. New Jersey moved heavy right. Illinois moved right. I mean, look at this. I mean, incredible. Maryland moved heavily right too. Wow. That was good to see. But hey, Trump is toast.
That's what the media said. Everything that I seen, she got a good chance. Yeah, you got to go out and vote because she got a good chance to win. My mom begged me to go vote. And I'm like, I can't even say the lady's name, and you want me to go vote for her? That's against my soul. My bad. I'm down here doing music. I'm down doing my thing. I don't know what's going on. And I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm the man of the house now. Good gracious, man.
Trump's toast. Okay. Yeah. Silly rabbits. But I want to play a little bit of the liberal media panic and reactions after the fact, including one that I'm sure we were all looking forward to, and that is The View, of course.
Oh, my God.
Right? So with that being said, let's dive in.
He's a complete aberration. He is a politician that is twice impeached. How is it that we have normalized someone who tried to start an insurrection, who is an elections...
Wow. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Wait a minute or two. The View is all females. So...
Who is a convicted felon.
Wow. Let me see something here. I'm trying to skip a little bit because I know.
Doing that. Yes. Kids in, I brought this up before, I'm going to bring.
Oh, my God. This is.
Yes. Teach children tolerance. Teach them to.
I mean, they saying a lot of good points, man. I'm just going fast forward because.
Of decency.
Copyright reasons, I'm not as rich as Doc.
A moral compass, legislative accomplishments.
She has an accent.
That help Americans. And haven't gotten us out of COVID.
Wow. Yeah, the COVID thing, Trump, you did not handle that well at all. If somebody who, you was the president and somebody who didn't vote or don't vote, I know for a fact, as a president, you did not handle the COVID situation very well, not even slightly well. And you can ask everybody who voted for you on that one. You know what I'm saying? So
see how delusional these folks are? But did you also hear what she said? Oh, well, we got to crack down on freedom of speech. These rogue social media companies. Why is that? Because we have the freedom to speak? Kind of interesting how that works. And it's funny that 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 talked about having critical thinking skills and, deciphering between misinformation and real information. Well, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, it seems that we do have that ability, and that's why we don't believe people like you. That's why people like yourself are on the way out, including mainstream media. Okay? It's because
Teach me, baby.
we have that ability.
Teach me.
The same way that when Democrats came out and said 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop is fake, it was real the entire time. So if our government is lying to us, the same government, controlled by the same government that tells us that, there was so much misinformation and disinformation and that misinformation needs to be policed. We're getting bad information from the misinformation police. How does that even make sense? So no, we have something called freedom of speech. First Amendment. Okay? First Amendment. Look it up. Check it out. You are not going to police us on what we have to say, whether you like it or not. I can say the sky is purple. Doesn't mean you have to believe me, but I have the ability to say that.
Exactly.
If you want to believe me, sure, go ahead. But that's on you. Okay? That's on you. All right? These folks, they show their true colors, man. They show their true colors. They are showing their true colors. They're desperate.
What would happen if you take away freedom of speech? I don't understand. They're gonna you put a gag order on that. Like, you cannot say this word. You can't say these words. They're already doing that on radio and on YouTube. There's certain words. Well, I take that back, because there's certain words you'll say where you will make less money. They'll let you say it, but there's certain words you'll say they won't run certain ads on your. So I don't know. My team handles that and everything. And shout out to my team; they're doing a great job.
They have to police speech so that they can spew a bunch of lies, and we can't go behind them and correct it.
Yeah.
That's why they want to police speech.
Right.
That's why. Because without their ability to police speech, their industry is gone. It's cooked. Mainstream media is on its way out. I played the clip of Dr. Ben Carson yesterday with Tucker Carlson, and he was talking about, for those of you that might have missed it, but he was talking about how this election was going to be a determining factor on mainstream media. If mainstream media could take the most unpopular vice president and turn her into, the greatest thing since sliced bread, if they're able to do that, well, then mainstream media still is alive and well. If they aren't, well, then we know they are dying. They're a dying breed, because mainstream media at one point did have the ability to sway people's minds.
Yeah.
They don't anymore.
Right.
For a multitude of reasons. One of them being people have the ability to think critically, and we don't just follow the crowd. We aren't sheeps. We can see something for what it is, and mainstream media is they're just flat out liars, and we understand and we see that. But I want to play this clip of Joe Scarborough.
I just say really quickly too, Democrats need to be mature,
Lord have
and
mercy.
they need to be honest, and they need to say, yes, there's misogyny, but it's not just misogyny from white men. It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States. You know, the Democratic Party, I've always found, when you're sitting around talking, they love to just sort of balkanize everybody into these separate groups and say, oh, white people don't like women and black people. No, it is time for the Democrats to say, okay, and you and I have talked about this before, a lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
Right.
A lot
and
of
with other Hispanics, you got some that don't like each other. And some of the most misogynist things I've heard going on this Get Out the Vote tour came from black men. I mean, misogynist things. So you're absolutely...
Why we keep talking about race in this politic thing, man? And I can't learn it because y'all keep putting this race thing in it, man. Oh my God, I don't understand it.
And we've got to have real honest conversations about it.
Real honest conversations.
Yep, continue to have these real honest conversations. Keep going. That's part of
Give
what
me a
caused
headache.
Kamala to lose, because we're sick and tired of being called names because we don't want to support your candidate. Oh, well, you're racist. Nobody said anything. Well, I guess
about
we did
race.
say something about her race because she was lying about it. Oh, well, you're misogynistic. You know, I saw something actually. I can't remember if it was early this morning or yesterday, but somebody said, you know what would be funny? While the mainstream media is calling all of us misogynistic and, you know, black men and, you know, Latino men, and we all hate women. You know what would be funny is if come 2028, the Republican Party nominated Candace Owens as, you know, the Republican nominee, and we put her in the White House. You know, that would be absolutely hilarious, because it would destroy the narrative that, oh, black men and black Hispanic, or black men and Hispanic men, it would destroy the notion that, you know, we're misogynistic, because it's a woman. Candace Owens is clearly a woman, obviously. Shout out to Candace Owens. And it would also destroy the narrative that anybody is racist, because that's one of their narratives too. Everybody is racist because we didn't want to vote for Kamala. Like what? I mean, even though that narrative should have been destroyed with Obama, because I think people just like forget something. I don't know, or just brainwashed. But Obama was president, not once, but twice. He termed out. So that whole narrative should have been out the window anyway. But I do think it would be a little funny if that were to happen. And I think Candace Owens would do a fantastic job as president. It'd be really funny to watch her in that White House while the media is going after her, and she lashes back with the facts. Oh man, that would be good to see. That would be must see TV right there. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. And I would support somebody like Candace Owens. Candace Owens could actually run the show. I fully believe in that. Not somebody like Kamala though. Here's some more reactions, though. Shout out to the Daily Caller as well, because that's where this clip came from.
This is the biggest red wave I've seen since Ronald Reagan's 49-state victory.
There were appeals to racism in this campaign, and there is racial bias in this country, and there is sexism in this country.
I can't help but wonder if the American people have given up on democracy.
I hear what you're saying, and I do see it differently, because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite, who are hurting tonight.
If she were a 6'4" white man from Arkansas or from, you know, Florida, do you think she would be losing by that much?
I think that we've got to be honest. Among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny.
There are African-American women.
I don't like that dude, Al Sharpton, man. I hate to say it.
You know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed, who tried to dream a big dream over the past couple of months.
It's not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy.
Man, y'all just want to see a female as president. Lord have mercy. What? Black, white, male, or female? Those topics are too big to tell me, what do you stand for? Woman as a president, what are you going to do for me and my people? Black man as a president, what are you going to do for me and my people? What are you going to do? I don't care about the color and the daggone sex. You could have had a sex change. Boy, I can't wait now. You know what? I'm a vote. Let the transvestite or openly gay person run for president. My ass will be the first one at the daggone polls. Don't care what you stand for.
There's misogyny.
Shoot, man.
But it's not just misogyny from white men.
Here we go
It's
again with
misogyny
that.
from Hispanic men.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men.
And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt. And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy.
Things we've all been talking about. Who
Here
do
we
not
go on
want
the
a
race
woman
card
leading
again.
them.
That was a nice, sad, I can tell a sad story. Make somebody feel sad for me, man.
Might be race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States.
To all the pollsters, the election pollsters, blow me. I don't ever want to from you again, ever.
People who said that he was a Hitler lover weren't Democrats, they were Republicans. People who said that he was a fascist weren't Democrats, they were Republicans who worked for him.
You got to be kidding.
Those weren't Republicans. Those were rhinos, people in Republicans in name only. Okay, you know, like Liz Cheney. Yeah. Anyway, I also want to play this clip because you guys got a little bit of a taste of it, but this is like a recurring theme, and this is another reason why Kamala lost. These people want total control of our lives. Check it out.
We have now let misinformation become the accepted information. It has washed over us. Elon Musk, he buys Twitter, and then he uses it almost exclusively to be a propaganda machine, and we've accepted it. We've accepted a narrative that despite an actually great economic recovery, the vibes don't feel good.
So what you're saying is, Twitter, somebody figured out how to use Twitter, something new and up to date, to wash away your old newscasting with the cameras, and 3 or 4 people need to be working the camera and somebody in the booth cross fading the cameras, the old school way of doing things to tell us lies, to a new way of telling us lies that's quicker and faster. That's what you mad over? That's what that sound like you mad over to me.
We want to reject it and get something else. And the person we are now betting on to change all of it is Donald Trump, a man who did 2 almost impossible things. He won the American presidency twice, and he drove a casino into the ground. What will the future hold now that America has just decided that we're going to F around and find out?
The future holds more money in our pockets. The future holds less wars. The future holds America first. That's what the future holds. And, you know, and I took down a note here because I wanted to touch on it. She talked about vibes about the economy. No, these aren't vibes. And yes, I know you're rich and wealthy. You get paid millions of dollars to sit in your nice cushiony chair on national television and spew your BS, which I'm going to get into that here in a second. So when the price of eggs or milk goes up, you don't feel it. I saw a clip of Joe Scarborough. He doesn't even know what the price of groceries is. That was absolutely embarrassing.
Yes.
But it's not shocking, right? These people are
rich,
very, very well off. They don't care. Doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all. So when she talks about vibes, no, these aren't vibes. We know how it feels to pull up to the gas pump and to see like these crazy numbers on the little screen. We know how that feels. We know how it feels when we look at our bank account, okay, and money is being depleted at a rapid rate. We know exactly how that feels. We know how it feels when we look at our credit card accounts, right, and we see that the debt is racking up. I know you may not know anything about debt because it's not like you have to go in any type of debt. You get paid millions of dollars, so I'm sure you just pay cash for everything. But we know how that feels. So, you know, that whole stuff is just ridiculous. But then she also talks about, you know, Elon buying X, which Joe Rogan said it best. We owe Elon, a beer, dinner, something, right? Elon deserves a major pat on the back because one of the big reasons why we won this election was because of Elon. Because we were able to combat the BS from people like this woman that you just saw on your screen. This woman that says misinformation is being spread all across. We've allowed misinformation to become the new information. Meanwhile, these were the same folks that were telling us that the laptop was fake because 51 intelligence agents said it was. Yeah. And we're just supposed to just sit back and believe these people. BS. Absolute BS. But once again, these folks are desperate and they're letting you know who they are, like who exactly they are. They know that unless they can police free speech, they know that unless that happens, they have no shot. Their lies don't stick. And they found that out with this election. Their lies don't work because they spent this entire election talking about Hitler, Nazi, Trump bad, Trump gonna destroy the economy, Trump gonna take us into World War III, blah, 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 Trump this, Trump that. Kamala, sunshine and rainbows. Kamala's gonna fix the economy. Kamala loves everybody. Kamala black. Kamala this, Kamala that. Vote for Kamala. She's gonna be great for you. Vote for Kamala. She's gonna put some money in your pocket. Kamala. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And they know it. Right? And one, they know that they're on the way out. And two, they know that, once again, if they don't police free speech, they're cooked. They're done. They're irrelevant. I mean, they already are irrelevant, but the further away that we get from this, the further down the line we get, the more irrelevant they're going to become. Because I saw something. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. As a matter of fact, I think I saw it on X. And this is no disrespect to, older folks, because as I've said before, getting old is a beautiful thing. It's something that, not everybody gets the opportunity to do. We all know someone who will never get to see, the age of 60, the age of 50. I know people who won't see the age of 30. Okay. So, don't take this as a slight when I say this, but the only people that really watch mainstream media at this point, from the statistics that I saw, are mainly older folks. And I think it was like 60 plus. So obviously not at the end of their life, but coming to the end. So once those people are gone, mainstream media is cooked. You're done. And once again, getting old is a beautiful thing. I hope all those folks live to a very, very, old age. I'm not wishing death upon anyone, but I'm just making a point.
Yeah, your point.
Your base is the base that's closest to the end. You're in trouble. You are in trouble because you're not attracting any younger people to come and watch you. Younger people go to alternative news sources more than mainstream media, and it's their own fault because they sit and spew BS like that. The only person, or one of the only people on left-wing media that has actually been out here telling the truth is Scott Jennings.
Bang up job. I mean, this Never Trump whole complex that grew over the last several years, nothing has ever failed as hard in politics as this. The Lincoln Project, all these people that built millions upon millions upon millions of dollars from Democratic donors, and all the eggs that was put in this basket. The split was amazing. Trump got like 94% of Republicans. I don't think they accomplished anything except probably build a bunch of beach houses. That's about what they did. Republicans being lectured to, condescended to, browbeaten by all these folks over the last... I mean, look, at some juncture, it's okay if we have different opinions about the election. You don't have to beat people to death over it, and the more you do that, the more it drives people away. Total failure.
So
Total failure. And the more that you try to beat us over the head with, that's misinformation, or gave misinformation, Trump Hitler, the more you push us further and further away and people join our side of the political aisle. You saw that. Trump held independents by double digits. He also won new voters. Okay, so the more that they do this, the better off for us. So I hope that they continue. I know leading up to this election, I was saying that, I hope after Trump wins, this ends. But now, honestly, I hope they continue because it's just making themselves more and more irrelevant. And hopefully one day, people like myself will just be the news, right? Amongst others, right? There's other independent, guys and gals who report on stuff. We'll just be the new news.
My man.
I look at that better than what we have with mainstream media, because what we have with that is just toast. That's just absolute trash. I mean, it's utter trash. It really is. And they're on their way out. They are on their way out, and they know it. That's why you hear some of the things that come out of their mouths, like, we gotta police free speech. We gotta crack down on these rogue social media companies. If you were winning, you wouldn't be saying that, would you? Just saying. But what do you think? Peace and love.
Wow. Now my head is blown, man. I gotta hurry up and get out of here, man. I got a show I gotta do. But think about it, man. I've been telling people this over and over again, and I've seen some YouTube videos and some YouTube channels talk about not only the things that he was saying about news is out, the TV is out, the news station, Channel 7. I remember back in the day, Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 4, and Channel 5. Channel 5 was more for the kids. We used to like Channel 5. Channel 20 for the kids, all that type of stuff is gone. Now Netflix, everything is online. Everything is online. Even the jobs are going to be online. If you don't start right now learning how to make money online, that is going to be the only way you can make money. And it's coming from a person like me. I don't have the politics and the marketing promotion skills to tell y'all that it's coming. They're going to take out the older people that's watching the news and watching TV because they still set in their ways. Once they gone, the newer generation is always like this, right? Always like this. Went over my aunt's house for a dinner, family dinner, and she collecting everybody's cell phones at the door. Yeah, put your cell phone, because we're not gonna sit around and everybody be on their cell phone. Now I'm running a business, so I said, well, I tell you what, I come in, but right now I need my cell phone because I'm doing some business. Well, you stay out there then. I mean, you can't tell me you ain't gonna make me come in your house and take my cell phone. So the newer generation is used to this, and this is already connected to the internet. Everybody's teleworking. COVID been over with, and nobody came back to work yet. And I'm still happy because there's less people at the job where I can get more of my work done. You see how it's working? It's already working like that. Now, for all you people that's talking about Elon Musk and this Tesla, man, I don't see how you can get that car, let that car drive me around. That's what they said to me. Yo, this is the way of the future. You can't beat them. You might as well join them. Can't wait to buy my second one. Ready to buy a second Tesla. Because you have to change with the technology that's happening. Imagine this. When they start having all the cars drive themselves, they're going to communicate with each other. They get over, let this one over. We don't do that. Man, beep, 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 I ain't letting you over, F you. We don't do that. The cars are going to communicate, and we don't care because we're going to be like this on our phones or watching the TV. Yeah. I'm putting some real facts down on this thing. So what's going to end up happening is the people that don't want the car to drive itself, just like you had the horse and buggy way back in the day. Y'all get in that thing, you put gas in that car, that thing called a car, and it might blow up with the engine, right? Then all of a sudden, everybody and their mother got a car. Now it's going to change over. What's going to happen is everybody's car is going to drive itself, and they're going to look at you and be like, this old lady trying to drive that. Oh, look at that. Hee, ha, ha. Yeah, y'all get these robots all from around me. And you can have all this stuff that's going to slow it down. Like, they can program the car to take off and do anything. If you don't pay your car note, the car go back to the daggone dealer. Yeah, all that stuff going to come. You know what I'm saying? It's technology got to improve. Some people going to die, whatever. Look at all the accidents we have with the automobile now. Some lady putting her makeup on and she ain't even looking, and bam! Oh, my bad, I was just in a hurry. I thought I was trying to get this last little piece. That is happening today. If the car was driving, you can put all the makeup on you want. Sleep in the car. It'll be safer. It'll be less accidents. Less accidents mean less tow trucks, less ambulance, less cars breaking down, less moving parts. Wait a minute. Insurance, less people. Come on, man. The less human being problems we have, the less jobs we gonna need. Think about it. It's deep. That's a deep rabbit hole you don't want to go down. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm going too deep. I'm learning this election stuff. I'm learning more and more. And my man Doc, man, go check his channel out. And if you made it this far, let me know in the comments that you are an ender. You are an ender. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Look here, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I gotta go.